Hello, 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 YouTube age. Tim, G5TM again, live from the nerve centre, or as I call it, the living room. Hope we're all okay. This is a bit less of a flash live stream than last time. I put an advert out about 20 minutes ago, giving you plenty of notice, aren't I? And I dare say a few of you are looking at the at Callum's latest upload as well. So if we get one or two of you in, that'll be great. If we don't, that's fine. Oh, we've got someone joining already, so that's lovely. If you are joining me and if you feel predisposed to doing so, can you just let me know whether you can hear me and whether you can see me? Both kind of important things for a live stream, aren't they? So if you can let me know. Hi Ray, nice to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining me, and a very good afternoon to you. Hear me fine, Ray? Fantastic. 5 and 9 then. 5 and 9 both ways, sir. Thank you. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for joining me as well, my friend. Great to see you. And Kevin, thank you. Hi, Martin. Nice to see you again. Thanks, guys, for the signal reports there. Nice for you to join me. I won't be very long on this one. I've just been playing around really today. I'm putting a video out in about an hour and a half. No, yeah, it's about an hour and a half. On the vertical that I've been making for 20 meters. So putting that out, early days on it yet, I haven't really had a chance to play with it much, so it's only a homebrew quarter wave. If you remember, if you've been following the channel, in case you haven't, welcome by the way, and nice of you to come along. But if you have been watching the channel, you probably came across the radial plate that I did, that video I did about 2 weeks ago, which was Lee M7MBL's idea. So just in case you catch this, Lee, thank you. And what I'll do, guys, the chat comments don't appear for very long on this screen, so if you just give me a second, I'm just going to go on to my channel on here. Hi, Geraint. Shirichi, good afternoon. Prynawn da, sir. A bit of Welsh there in case you're not sure. Not you, Geraint, but the other people who might be watching. There we are. I'm going to go on this and I can see myself. I'm just going to kill the... Kill that. And I can see the chat on there. So if you see me looking down here, guys, I'm just looking at the chat, all right? Hi, Stuart. Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're keeping well. John, though. Chaz, hi as well. At work, so I'll be listening. Okay, Chaz, fair enough. I won't tell you, boss. All right, no problem. Like, if I'm looking over there, I should be looking there. So if I'm... Hey, I'm a professional, as you can tell. Not. Right, well, I hope you're all keeping well. It's absolutely boiling here. If you're anywhere in the south of England today, it's baking. I think it's supposed to be 30 degrees today. It just feels so humid. It's meant to be really warm down here for another few days as well, so that's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? As you can see, in the corner of the screen here, I've got the FT891 set up with the tracer battery, got a coax running in through the French windows, off the carpet, in case my wife watches this later. And I'm home alone today, just for a couple of hours. They're going to tell me, the wife and the daughters. So just running the coax in from the NFED half wave, which will be coming down on Monday. I'll be putting up a doublet next week, so that's going to be fun to put up. And that's another thing I'll be looking at doing. So it's been fun. Anyway, what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to come a little dial around on 40, see if anything's happening. I have to tell you, from my perspective, it might be my antenna actually, but it just sounds really, really bad again. I think the A and K index have been astronomical, or very high anyway, over the last few days, and it's been knocking HF out, I think. 27 degrees in West Yorkshire. Wow, Kevin, 27 in West Yorkshire. I got a friend from uni who lived down in London now, but he's from Pontefract, and he used to tell me how hard the winters were up there. So yeah, 27s must be the hottest day for the year, I'm thinking anyway. I think it must be touching 30 down here, so anything above 23 and I'm just turning to jelly, to be honest. I'm just useless. Even more useless than usual, I should say. Right, guys, so I'm just going to put 40 on, see if anything's happening. I'll put the frequency up and we'll go from there. 30, I'm at 33 in Bucks. Oh, God. Well, I'm a bit closer to the coast, so you're getting it royal up there, aren't you? 33. Wow, I imagine the local supermarkets have sold out of fans over the last few days, and you won't find any on the shelves after today. I would have thought anyway. Right, don't forget your masks if you're getting one. Okay. Somebody tuning up on that one. Let's find a free one. But what I'll try and do, I know my setup isn't as sophisticated as some others. So I know that the rig is between me and you, the microphone there. So I will be conscious of the fact if I'm going to try and engage a little bit with you, I'll try and turn the volume down. Because that was easily forgotten the last time, or the first time I did it as well, which was the last time. Let's have a spin around. And what I'll do, guys, I'll let you know what frequency I'm on as and when, okay? Just in case you can hear me. I don't think you will. Band is terrible. I'll put a few shouts out. Strong German on 180. I'm on 40 meters, by the way, guys. I think 71, sorry, done it again. I think 7164 sounds quite clear, so we'll try that. Hey Steve, how are you doing, mate? And DE2TRF, a very good afternoon to you. Oh no, that's not free. No. Somebody on 166, just splattering over a bit. Try 163, 7163. Let's give that a go. See if it's free first, make sure. So, sorry guys, I have to turn the volume up a little bit, so if you can hear a bit of hash from the rig, I apologise. Yes, Steve, before I do that, yes, very interesting. Very enjoyable thing to take part in, that one, Steve. And, oh, Tom, Sir Tom, how are you? Nice to see you, Mr. Rowlands, from Houndarsa. As you can see, I'm taking Callum's live streams to a whole new level, Tom. Anyway, let's see if 7163 is available. Is this frequency in use, please? Is the frequency in use? Interesting point, Steve. Yeah, interesting point. Is the frequency in use, please? Is the frequency in use? Final check. Is the frequency available? Is the frequency in use? Hello CQ, hello CQ. This is Golf 5 Tango Mike, Germany 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 40. Hello CQ, hello CQ. Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 40 and standing by. 7163, 7163. Hello CQ, hello CQ, hello CQ40, hello CQ40. Golf 5 Tango Mike, Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 40, hello CQ. Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 40 and standing by. Hello CQ, hello CQ40, hello CQ. This is Golf 5 Tango Mike, Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 40 and standing by. Hi Dave. We'll try a few more shouts, guys, but the band is, from here anyway, not great. Hello CQ, hello CQ, hello CQ40. Golf 5 Tango Mike, Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ, hello CQ. Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 40 and standing by. Get your antenna higher, Rolly. Hope you're well. What time is it over there, Rolly? You're up late. Hello CQ40, CQ40, Golf 5 Tango Mike, Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ, hello CQ. Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 40 and standing by. Fair enough, Rolly. Even then, I think I'll struggle with this, mate, to be honest. I think I'll struggle with that as well, Rolly, to be honest, even with my antenna. I'll try 2 more calls, and then we'll, Matt has mentioned maybe 20 is a bit better, so we'll try 20 in a minute. 7163, Steve. Hello CQ, hello CQ40 on 7163. This is Golf 5 Tango Mike, Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ, hello CQ. Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 40 and standing by. Hello CQ, hello CQ, hello CQ 40 meters. This is Golf 5 Tango Mike. Golf 5 Tango Mike calling CQ, hello CQ. Golf 5 Tango Mike calling CQ on 40 and standing by. Oh, cheers Steve. Okay, and Steve and Sean, thanks Sean. Yeah. Let's try one more. We'll try one more shout. Thanks Tom. Yeah, it's not great. Hello CQ 40 meters. This is Golf 5 Tango Mike. Golf 5 Tango Mike calling CQ on 40 and standing by. Yeah, it's in Sean, thanks, yeah. Okay, we're going to knock it on the head for a minute. Yeah, we'll try 20 in a second then. Thanks for popping in, guys, those who've come in. Brilliant, thank you very much. Right, we'll try 20 metres on the end-fed half wave. We'll have a little poodle about, see if we can work a few, and go from there, I think, see if we can get anywhere. So we'll try to change the band on this. Trying up on 245, 14245 is a signal, 14245. Quick listen up there. Hope we're all keeping well, by the way, and keeping cool. Okay, I'll try 14262, guys. 14262. Just in case we get any joy on 262. Check this free first. Is this frequency in use, please? Is the frequency clear? Golf 5 Tango Mike. Checking 14262. Is the frequency available, please? Is the frequency being used? Ah, that's good, Tom. I think that's a good thing. Hello CQ, hello CQ. This is Golf 5 Tango Mike, Germany 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 14262. This is Golf 5 Tango Mike, Germany 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 20 and listening. Hello CQ 20, hello CQ 20 meters. This is Golf 5 Tango Mike, Germany 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ, hello CQ. Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 20 and listening. Okay, sir, no problem. Hello CQ, this is Golf 5 Tango Mike, Germany 5 Tango Mike, hello CQ. Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ on 40 and listening. Sean. Get a refund, Rolly. Don't tell him I said that. Hello CQ, this is Golf 5 Tango Mike, Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ. Golf 5 Tango Mike, calling CQ and standing by. Okay, well, haven't the last 2 Fridays been great on HF, eh? I choose my days to come on, don't I? I think someone mentioned about 2 meters. Who was it? Sorry, just scrolling up my, just looking at the chat, folks. Steve, yeah, G0LQP. Yeah, talk about 2 meters, Steve. Sorry, if you hear the beeping noise, it's the washing machine in the background. It's all happening here. Yeah, 2 meters, Steve. I was up a hill last Thursday evening. Had a really, really great time up on 2 meters with that coaxial dipole thing that I made. And there was a bit of a lift on. I was up on a hill in West Sussex called Kithurst Hill, which I go up quite often. And yeah, with 20-25 watts, working 100 miles that way to Bath, which is in the west of England, for those who aren't sure, and 100 miles that way to Ipswich, which is in towards the far east of England. So effectively, it's covering west to east of England, you know, so that was really nice. And I know people on quite late, because we get on high ground, you hear a lot more. This is VHF, this is FM, okay, vertically polarised on 2 meter FM. And surprisingly busy, not mega, not contest busy, but busy, you know, and it was lovely to see, and or to hear, obviously. And I think I made about 20 odd contacts. Oh, cheers, Sean, cheers, mate. Yeah, controversial subject, yeah, it was. But it was a good laugh to take part in, actually. I'm sure Tom and Rowley will agree as well, it was good fun. But yeah, but going back to my point, 2 meters was fantastic, really good fun. So if you can, get up on high ground. You know, 2 meters is great. VHF needs you to be high, and if you're able to, get in a car, get up a hill. Doesn't have to be mega high. Just get up somewhere, and you'll be surprised at what you can hear. You know, and I think I worked about 13 different counties, which isn't bad. You know, I know a lot of them are local. You know, fairly local, but it's getting out to 100 miles. So it just shows what you can do. You know, it's good fun. And I've made the 4 meter antenna this week now as well. You might have seen the video earlier this week. And the only rig I've got is an ICOM 7300 on 4 meters. I don't really fancy taking that in my car up a hill. So what I'm going to do is probably get a little sort of Anytone FM jobby. Not expensive. Okay, and we'll get one of them and use that for 4 meters, I think, because I know Sean has just been commenting now. He's on the chat. He's a 4 meter guy, and we almost made the contact, didn't we, Sean? But we both, you had your antenna in the loft, and mine is about 15 foot off the ground, so it would have been a good contact, 12 or 15 miles between us or something. So yeah, you know, I'll get it up a hill and give that a go, because there are some nets around here, and I may have mentioned actually. I spoke to one of the guys. Well, the guy I had a QSO with, actually, and his mate as well, who I got into contact with on email on Monday. There are about 44 stations, all within, I think Sean will probably confirm this, within about 15 or 20 mile radius, something like that, who are all on 4 meters. And that's right, G4WTV, that's him, yeah. It's Roy, isn't it? I know one chap was Roy, one chap was Rod. So, sorry, I just met them for the first time. Really welcoming, and they sent me a list of guys, you know, operators and it's really well organised, like a list on a spreadsheet with their email addresses and stuff like this. So in a way, what they're doing is that they're creating a sort of community around 4 meters where these guys can keep on top of things. They monitor 4 meters. They have regular nets, and I think it's a really good blueprint as to how you can keep VHF alive, you know, and drop a bit more interest in it as well. I think a lot of people sort of drift away from VHF because there are people listening often, aren't they? But not everybody picks the mic up. And it'd be great if people could actually organise that sort of thing as well. So that's a good idea. Hello, Robert. A video on a Moxon and or cobweb antenna. Oof, a cobweb, yeah. I mean, I can do a video about them, but I don't really have the space to make them here. It's the problem, you know. I'm looking at the chat, guys. Mike says, where can we find a list of ops activity on 4 meters? Well, you know, this is a locally sort of arranged thing, really, Mike. I'm not sure whereabouts you are. Your starting point is probably social media. I don't know whether you have Facebook. Just to put a bit of a message out there, maybe for people in your local area or your local club, of course. And all it needs about 4 or 5 of you to regularly get on there. You know, it doesn't have to be every day, it could be once a week. And suddenly you'll find this sort of snowballs. And before you know it, within 6 or 7 months, you might have 10 or 12 of you regularly pitching up. And then activity breeds activity, you know. So that could be an idea. Rod, that's right. Sorry, Sean, yes, that was Rod. I think Rod might have been the gentleman who sent me the list there. So that was brilliant. So yeah, you know, VHF. I've had my eyes opened a bit about VHF. I've always been the HF man. And got a bit of a an appetite now for VHF. So, you know, every day's a school day, isn't it? You know, you just have these little niches that suddenly pop up and you think, oh, I fancy trying it. And I really like that. And suddenly you do something different, you know. I've not been on 20 metres hardly for about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, not bothered. Usually I was 20 metres all the time. So it'll come back, you know, it goes around in circles. But isn't it great that in the hobby that we're in, we've got so many different avenues that we can go down, you know. So that's just the frequencies. So it's great, really enjoyable. So as I say, this afternoon at about 5:15, I've got another video coming out on the vertical I made, the ground-mounted quarter-wave vertical for 20 metres. The Heath Robinson affair at the back there, with that radial plate that I've made a video on before. And then I'm planning maybe 1 or 2 videos. One on helping maybe the guys who are coming into the hobby about calling CQ and building a QSO and that kind of thing, hopefully to overcome sort of mic fright or just a bit of apprehension and nerves, because we can all look back at when we started. It was quite a difficult thing for us to do, wasn't it, to pick up a mic and talk. Even those who came from a CB background, an 11-metre background like we have, you know, 1 or 2 of us have. Still, it's a jump, isn't it, to the unknown. So hopefully to help 1 or 2 of those guys, especially the ones who've never picked a mic up before. Because anecdotally, and this isn't a bad thing, by the way, what I'm about to say, but anecdotally, you know, I've heard from one or two guys who work in the industry, in the retail part of the industry of the hobby that we're in the stores and things, who are saying obviously there's been a massive demand for equipment, which, you know, we all know why, because of the growth, fantastic growth of new ops coming into the hobby and the lockdown factor as well. But an awful lot of guys coming into the hobby, the M7s, are going on to FT8. A lot of them are going into data, straight into data, which isn't a bad thing, not at all. But clearly there's a variety of reasons for that. Data's great, you know, data modes are great if you have high noise levels, if you have a compromised antenna, and if you just really just want to sit there and see how good your antenna system is. It's a great way of checking that. But then obviously I think some of those guys may, not all of them, but 1 or 2 of them may have an issue in terms of picking a mic up. You know, they might be a little bit apprehensive about that. So again, that's something to bear in mind, isn't it? So whether we can help them along as well. So building these little patches of activity on 4 metres and 2 metres is a great way of getting these new guys, you know, into the hobby and picking their mics up. And yeah, so anything we can do to help, I'm sure that you know, the new guys will be really, really happy about and will help them along. So that's fantastic. I have to say, I only worked 2 M7s last Thursday in that 4 or 5 hours up the hill there. And funny, the guy in Ipswich was an M7. He had 10 watts and he had a beam on his chimney. It rotated, so he was doing the work, not me, right? It was his Yagi, which he had pointing directly to me. And he was a solid 5.2, absolutely rock solid. You know, he was no problem at all, Q5. So that was great to see as well. Yeah, so really it's been an interesting week. As I say, what I need to do next week, what's coming up, is I'm going to put the doublet up. Now, if you think you've seen mad antennas in the past, wait till you see the thing I'm going to put up there. That'll be mainly used for 80 and 40, I think. Be 100 feet of wire going in a few angles. But it'll get me on, and that's the main thing, because my garden's only 30 foot by 20 foot, you see. So it's a bit of a challenge. And yes, and then develop and see how that quarter wave vertical goes along, because the plan is to have the doublet for the lower bands and the vertical for 20 metres. And if that does okay, then I might look then to put some of the other bands on there as well. Maybe put a few more bands on it and sort of replicate a well-known antenna manufacturer whose name I shall not mention, all right? But we all know who he is. So I'm going to try that as well. So a few things in the pipeline, and I hope you stick with me on that one. As I say, I just want to really just put a few ideas out there for guys who've not made antennas before. I'm no way an expert at all, as a lot of you probably know. But it's just to help people along, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a look at the chat, because a few of you have been typing away and I've been babbling along as I usually do. And by the way, I lecture for a living, teach for a living, and you're probably glassing over like most of my students do now. So there you go. Rowley, it's only 2:48 a.m. and now it's now be 3:03 a.m. Rowley. Yeah, nothing heard. Okay, guys, thanks for that. It's a shame, isn't it? Just writing down. Okay, yeah, DE2 TRF. I only write. I write in English via Or Google Translate. Okay, no problem. Well, hey, let me tell you, my friend, you are braver than me, because I'm sure your written English is a lot better than my written German. So thank you. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, okay. Just scrolling down. Sean, sort that 80 metres out. You know, I've been telling you this. Get 80 metres up, mate. But we might be able to make contacts on 4 anyway, so that'll be worth trying. Need more radials, Rolly. Yeah, is that you or me? Is that you? Yeah, come on, Rolly, sort it out. Yeah, okay. Just scrolling down. Oh, we've got an MI0 coming through to you, Rolly, on FT8. Fantastic. Yeah, just going back down into these. Yeah, Sean, there are some great bands about. Completely agree with you. I've had my eyes opened in the last 2 to 3 weeks, I've got to say. And I'm pretty pleased I have, because it's just another thing to do, isn't it? You know, and to enjoy. Going portable, Steve, yeah. It's an option. It's always an option. For many, it's the only option, but it's an option that can work. Sean, yeah, thanks on the 2K. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cheers, Sean. Checks in the post, Sean. Thank you. ON4LBF, thank you. Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much, sir. Robert, has my daughter drawn any new animals for the shack? Yes, she has, Robert. Now, I didn't film the next one in the shack because it was too warm. I was in there this morning. But she has, and I'm going to leave them on there to the next one I'm in there. But it was 45 degrees in there today, and I probably wouldn't have lasted the 5-minute video, to be honest, Sean. Sorry, Robert, I wouldn't have lasted the 5 minutes, mate. But yes, she has, so thank you. And she's chuffed that you guys are mentioning about it as well. Steve, I think FT8 is the modern Hams version of Packet. Yeah, I agree. Mike, hello there. Yes, M0AZE. Thank you. Hello, Mike. Thanks for coming in, mate. Richie, lad, I'm an M6. New license should be 2 meters only. It would get more people in the same place. Well, it's a view, Richie. Yeah, it's a view. I think, to be honest, though, I think the days of restricting bans has probably gone, you know, with the original changes that were made, what, 20 years ago? I think that horse may have bolted now, I'm afraid, if that's what you want. But we do need to get more people on VHF. Sean, HF nets are also becoming a thing on a regular basis, like the one I get on and you have in the past. Yes, indeed, Sean, completely. Oh, you've got the MI0, have you, Rolly? Well done. Steve going back into CW, why not? If you can do it, mate. Hi, AD. Hi, Adrian. How you doing, mate? 5 and 9 in Bedworth, whatever it's called. How are you, mate? Sorry, Ray. You get back to it, please. Thank you. And if I can have your homework on my desk at 9 AM Monday morning, that would be good. But good luck with it. Hi, Simon. Yeah, no problem, mate. That's fine. Yeah, Adrian isn't a big fan of FT8. It's a cryptic message on there from Adrian. But there you go. Yeah, well, it's not for me either, but hey, you know, whatever floats people's boats, I guess. But that's fine. ON4LBF, yeah, 73, thank you. Yes, Tom, I agree. No problem. Oh, brilliant. Well, there you go. I mean, I thought I'd just pop on anyway. Last week's was an experiment, and this is probably another experiment from Frankenstein's laboratory here, aka the living room. I do have some exciting news coming up. Well, it's exciting for me anyway, so I don't want to, you know, crow about it, but I think I'm going to have a new shack sorted. I've been going on about this for about 3 years, and a few people are bored about me talking about it now, so I'm sorry, but I'm in the shed at the moment, which is a temporary thing, because there's no heating or anything in there, no insulation, and it's not soundproof, so I can hear everything that next door is saying. They can hear everything that I'm doing, and it's not really, you know, when I'm in there at midnight, it's a bit it's a bit of a challenge not to wake people up. So we've got a detached garage, which we are thinking of doing something with, and those plans have moved a lot further. And it won't just be for me; it'll be for all of us, like a hobby room. But I've been allocated by the station manager a section of the garage to be kitted out, so that's going to be fab. So let's see how that goes anyway. So that'll be a new shack, which should be nice. Tom. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say caved in, Tom. That'll never happen in the month of Sundays. But yeah, I mean, it'll be space for her as well. So there you go. That's all I'm going to say. Hurrah to the station manager, says Sean. Yes. Yes, every day, Sean, I say hurrah to the station manager. Absolutely. That's got to be done. Know which side your bread's buttered on, boys. Absolutely right. But she's been very good about it. She's very good about the hobby. Do you know, she lets me put up these antennas, and the neighbours have been very good as well. I've only had one instance of an issue where I put up that 33-foot doublet in April, and I thought, great gain on 10 metres. Fantastic. And the first opening, I think, I came on 10 was about sort of early mid-April. It was on a Sunday, so I jumped on, made loads of contacts, buzzing. Next morning, at about 9 o'clock, I was out the back, and then my neighbour leans over, oh, Tim, were you on your radio yesterday? I said, yeah. What sort of time? Yeah, I was on that sort of time, yeah. And well, it turns out that we did some tests on all power, all bands, all modes. It's 10 metres that caused the problem, and effectively what happened was that my RF, anything above 20 watts, was causing his garden clock to go back. So it went back 4 hours. So yes, he wasn't happy with that, and I think it also wiped out his Freeview. Now his Freeview telly, that is television. So I could have gone down the road of saying, oh, well, looks like you've got some, wide open equipment there, mate. Not sure that's type approved. I could have gone down the road of offering to put some, some bandpass filters in and stuff, and ferrite the heck out of his leads, but I didn't. So in the end, which was a shame, because I was looking forward to working off sporadically this year on 10. But I used a half-wave antenna that a friend of mine gave me, who might still be on the chat actually. Stuart gave me a couple of years ago for 11, which I sort of just adjusted a bit for 10 metres. So there you are. That's what happened. So these things happen. But apart from that, the neighbours on all three sides have been fine. The ones behind me on either side have been great. And so I'll be putting this doublet up now, which will mean a bit more wire coming a bit closer to one of the houses. So I just pray and hope that 80 and 40 don't do too much damage to their television. And but if they do, they do. What can you do? But we'll give that a go anyway. And just one more thing before I go, like Columbo, just to say that if you haven't watched it yet, Callum, the M0MCX DX Commander's put up a video for the YouTube. Are we crew? Yeah, we're YouTube crew, aren't we? Which I took part in, and Tom and Rowley, who are on here at the moment, took part in as well, about the licensing structure, which I found to be an excellent little discussion. It's a long vid, but there's lots of stuff that we cover. So as Rowley says, pull up a chair, grab a coffee or tea if you need to, and and watch it, because it's a good watch. So there you are. I enjoy taking part in it as well, I have to say. Okay, guys, so one little look at the chat then, and I'm going to disappear. It's been a funny one. I just wanted to see really how this all works again, make sure last week wasn't a fluke. Just a shame that, pointing at the rig, that the bands weren't really sort of playing ball with us today. Sean, you are naughty. You should be working. I will report you to your supervisor. So let's have a look here. Yeah, Station Orange has caved in. Yeah, that'll be the day. Andy, hope your section of the garage isn't the roof. Yeah, if I'm lucky, Andy, yeah, it will be. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed, Tom. Yes, yes, sure. We should put the clock. Yes, that clock that goes back gives us a bit more time on the radio, doesn't it? Yeah. Imagine if you sold that now. I reckon the Waters and Stanton or Nevada or Martin Lynch will make a lot of money selling one of them. Steve, is that right? Wow. Yeah. I suppose back then there was probably more chance you'll cause TVI, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know. No, neighbours not understanding. No, and of course, if you think about it, Steve, back then the hobby was probably more known than it is now, which is interesting, isn't it? Yeah, Sean, do some work. Rolly, do any of that for your neighbour and you have married them. Yeah, that's interesting. I glitched a bit then. Yeah, okay, Ray, sorry, 73. Thanks for coming in, mate. Yes, Adrian, good to work you on 80 again. I enjoy 80 metres, and given the fact we're only a couple of months away from autumn, which is a heck of a thing to think about, isn't it? 80 will come into its own a bit more then, because 20 and above will be closed every time you come home from work. So it'll have to be 80 and 40 then, won't it? So there you go. All right, guys, well, listen, thanks for coming in. There's been about 20 odd of you for most of it, so I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, Sean, yes, quick plug for the Facebook group, Gentlemen's Club HFDX group. Search that out. I've been in and out of that group a few times, only because I've been taken away with other things. But they are a very friendly bunch of people. You've got Sean on there. You've got Roger, HB9, HB9GHR, I think is his call. Who's actually a Californian, I think, but he lives in Zurich. He's an excellent op. Also Rob, M0KBD Mobile. And there's a few others about as well. There's Tony, who lives down on the south coast. I can't remember his call now, he's going to kill me. But they're really nice guys. That's it, Sean, you're putting them on there. Nice one, mate. G1HPD. Yeah, brilliant. Good night, Rolly. Good night, mate. And yeah, they're really nice people. So seek them out. They're usually operating on 20 and 40. And keep an eye out for them. And look them up on Facebook. They're a really nice bunch of guys. And they work some great DX. So if you're somebody like me who's got a bit of a pistol station, they've really helped me out with DX in the past, get me through to ZL and stuff like this, and they're a great bunch of guys. So you know, keep an ear out for them. Okay, on the bands this evening, every Friday. Okay, guys. Oh, Matt. Hello, Matt. Nice to see you, mate. Okay, right, guys. I'm going to head off. All the best. Thank you, John G7RWF, and a few other guys as well there. Yeah, Radio Waves. Thanks, mate. 73. Thank you. Sean says, I am my supervisor. I've no doubt about that, Sean, whatsoever. Okay, guys, 73 then. Thanks very much indeed for coming in. And don't forget to catch my video, which should be out in about an hour or so. And lovely to have you on board again, boys. 73. And let's hope next time we do this, the bands play a bit along with us and allow us to make some contacts. A bit of inter-G would be lovely, wouldn't it? Anyway, 73, boys. I'm going to reach for the screen now and press that button. So lean back if you want to. And I'll catch you again. Bye-bye now, and thanks for dropping in. Take care.